because it just wants to glow. Good morning guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Naturium Dew Glow Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 50. Or actually it says SPF 50 plus. Not quite sure what that means. I'm like, so is it 50, 55, 75? But we know it's at least SPF 50. I'm a huge believer in wearing sunscreen daily. When it comes to my skin, anti-aging is one of my main goals, and one of the best ways to prevent or slow down aging is to protect your skin from the sun. Exposing your skin to a lot of sun without any protection leads to a lot of premature wrinkles, uneven texture, increased hyperpigmentation, and things like that. And especially as someone whose skin experiences hyperpigmentation very easily and also lives in sunny Southern California, making sure I have SPF on my face daily is an absolute must. But before we jump into it, I just want to welcome anyone who's new to my channel. My name is Sarah. I create content on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I would love it if you would subscribe, hit the notification bell, and for everyone watching, please make sure to like this video and give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel so much when you guys interact with my content by liking it or also leaving me a comment. Let me know if you guys have tried this product or what your favorite tinted moisturizer is. Having a tinted moisturizer in my routine has become such a staple for me, especially on days like today where I'm going into the office. If I can find a really good tinted sunscreen that's going to give me decent coverage, then it basically will also double up as my base for my makeup and just make the process of getting ready so much quicker. So when I saw that Naturium came out with this tinted sunscreen, I was super excited to try it because I had just tried their moisturizer and I love it. This is the multi-peptide moisturizer. This moisturizer is literally unlike any other that I've tried. My skin feels so smooth and so silky. It looks super moisturized. Honestly, one of the best moisturizers that I've ever used, hands down. So that's kind of where the expectation is for this. Technically, it's not marketed as a tinted sunscreen. It's their moisturizer with SPF added and like a high amount of SPF. So I'm hoping that this will leave my skin feeling just as smooth and soft as their other moisturizer, but just with a tint and some protection from the sun. So this one comes in 3 colors. Typically, I'm not like a huge fan of that. I think that skin tones have such a big range, and I typically prefer to see complexion products that offer more options. But if this is like the type of tint that kind of like adjusts to your skin tone, then I think that we might be okay. So this has organic and chemical sunscreen filters, plus niacinamide and 3-O-ethyl absorbic acid. And the nice thing too about this actually being like a daily moisturizer that's tinted and also has SPF in it is that it actually becomes like a 3-in-1. I only have my serums on. I haven't put on any moisturizer because this specifically says moisturizer. So I might be able to get 3 steps in one with this. But this is supposed to leave a dewy, radiant finish with a sheer tint. I'm a little bit nervous about the dewy radiant finish because I do have oily skin, so we'll see how this works for us oily gals. And then the niacinamide and ethylated absorbic acid are included to help visibly improve the look of your complexion. So that's going to be the actual skincare in this that's supposed to help improve your skin over time. So this says that it's supposed to give a sheer and flexible coverage. So as far as the colors go, if the color's flexible enough, then I guess it's fine that they would only offer it in the 3 shades. And it's supposed to feel super lightweight on the skin. And you're supposed to apply it at least 15 minutes before sun exposure. So let's go ahead and unbox this guy. Here's what the packaging looks like. It's very similar to the moisturizer, and then it actually has this dip in the cap, which is kind of cool. So you technically can use that dip to measure out exactly how much sunscreen to use. You want to make sure when you're using an SPF product that you're applying enough to your face, because you definitely want to make sure that it's going to be completely protected. But I do sunscreen all the time, so I'm not going to worry about using the measuring cup. But if you're unsure about how much to apply, that's a great little tool that they included on the cap. I'm just gonna push my hair back and I'm just gonna go straight in. So we've got a little pump bottle. I get a decent amount because again, it's sunscreen, so you want to make sure you have enough to get coverage. And I'm just gonna apply it with my hands, and oh, that actually looks like it's gonna give decent coverage as far as the shade goes. So no product and then product. I'm actually kind of impressed, but we're just gonna work it into the skin. Oh shoot, I should have done my brows first. My bad. So it's not as heavy of a coverage as what I usually use for work, but I actually don't mind that. It does give like a nice tint, but I don't think that this is the type of formula where like you would build it up into like a full base, which is fine for the purposes of work. I don't really feel the need to like have a solid base, but I would say that this is not the type of tinted moisturizer that could replace a base if you're looking to do like a full face of makeup. If you are looking for a tinted sunscreen that could replace your base, I personally love the Color Science. This is the Sunforgettable Total Protection Flex. This is buildable and you can build it up to look like you have foundation on, but for a light coverage and just to be like quick and get everything done in one. This actually looks really, really pretty on the skin. I also like the glow that it's giving. It's giving glow, it's not giving grease. That is one thing that sometimes worries me with products that say that they're going to give you a dewy glow. Sometimes you can end up looking greasy. This blended into the skin really nicely, and it's just making my skin look really youthful and healthy. Actually, I do want to see if you can build it a little bit, so I'm going to apply a little bit more to the cheeks and just lightly press it in instead of like spreading it. Okay. Yeah, you can get a little bit more coverage and build it a little bit, but again, I don't think you're going to get to the level where you're getting an actual like medium or full coverage. It's still going to be light coverage, but it does even out the skin nicely. And for the fact that this only comes in the 3 shades, it does seem like the color in this does flex hue. But we're going to continue to apply a few more things on top. I just want to see how it reacts with stuff. Well, first off, I need to do my brows, which is going to rip it off, but we're going to try our best to contain this gel to just the brows. Just going to put on a lip stain and let that develop while I do the rest of my face. This is the Wonder Skin lip stain in the shade Lovely. It's like a lighter nude. So now that I look scary, over top of this, I'm going to apply my YSL Touche Éclat. Again, I just want to see how this reacts with makeup, if it reacts at all, if you're using it as your base. I'm going to let that sit while I do a little bronzing. I'm just going to use the Dibs Desert Island Beauty Stick. This is, what shade is this? This is the number 5 combo, which is Wing Woman and Ride or Die. I'm just going to stipple my bronzer color right on. And it's blending really, really nicely into this. So as far as like it reacting with other products, it seems to do pretty well and like blend with them. Nothing is separating, nothing's looking patchy so far. I do feel like though I am getting shinier and shinier, so oily girls, be aware. Blend out the nose and the chin. And then now that I'm blending the Touche Éclat, it's blending nicely into this. Not seeing any issues. And then just blush from the same stick. And then just taking some e.l.f. HD powder. I'm just going to try to mattify all the areas that are getting like crazy shiny, which, wow, that made such a huge difference. And it actually looks like really, really pretty on top of this. Just going to do half my face here so you guys can see the difference. So this side has just a little bit of the e.l.f. HD powder on top of it to set, and this side doesn't. So you guys can see the difference. Like I said, like this side just feels like it's getting greasier and greasier, but if you just put a little bit of powder on top, that stops it. And you still have like a nice natural glow that's peeking through this powder. So even if you do choose to mattify it, you're not going to lose that. It'll just keep you from looking too shiny. I'm going to finish my eyes and the rest of my makeup, and then we will come back and take one more look before I head out for the day. Finish the rest of my face, and I'm actually gonna apply a bit more powder. Oily girls, I think we're gonna have a little bit of a challenge with this one. It really just wants to like keep making your skin super dewy. So if you have dry skin, this is probably gonna be your favorite thing ever. But if you have oily skin, you're gonna have to put in a little bit of work and like really powder it everywhere because it just wants to glow. So overall, that is one thing that I don't really love about it, is just like how much like it wants to keep building a glow throughout the day. But what I do like about it is how it's kind of like a 3-in-1. Again, we got moisturizer, sunscreen, and a tint all built into one product. So if you're in a rush or you just want to throw something on really quick, that's going to enhance and then also protect and moisturize your skin, this product is really, really good for that. I do actually like the coverage that it gives. If you're looking for a more natural day, I think the tint on it is really, really pretty. I also like how flexible the tint is and the fact that you can build it just a little bit. Again, you're not going to get like a glam base out of this, but something that's just like every day you're running out the door and you just want to put yourself together a little bit. The tint on this is really, really nice for that. Overall, I do like it. I will keep using it. I will just be mindful that I need to make sure I'm ready to put a couple layers of powder down, because otherwise I like the finish and I also really love the way that it feels on my skin. It feels very, very similar to their other moisturizer where my skin feels super hydrated and supple. So I will be continuing to use this. Like I said, I just will make sure to have a ton of powder on hand. All right, you guys, well, that is gonna be it for this video because I gotta get to work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have any more questions about this moisturizer, please leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to answer them. Also too, don't forget to subscribe if you're new and like this video. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon again in my next video. Bye.